Yeah.
I'm wondering, do you think we could be friends as well?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
my man.
Absolutely, dude.
Green is gonna get you like the carpet of the jungle. Green is everywhere. Green is not a quitter, you're in trouble. Cause green is gonna win in the end. Green is blood red. Green is life and color. Green is death.
Hello. My name is Christian Lee here for Earwing Digital. We're here with...
Jack Van Cleaf.
And Jack, how you doing today?
Good. Last show of the tour.
Last show of the tour, hometown show.
Yep.
And how's the tour been? Because you've been pretty much all over.
Yeah. This has been the West Coast leg of the tour for the new album, JVC. It's been awesome. It's really been the most fun I've ever had on the road, I think. Just a blast. The crowds have been great.
I know, hometown show. I feel like people are going to come out. It's going to be a good time. Your parents still live here?
My mom does, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming she's going to come,
She is, yeah. She's going to be bummed about a couple of the more vulgar songs that we're playing tonight.
What can you do?
Yeah,
You know what? Because we'll get back to more about tour later, but I want to say, because, you're doing this because you're supporting the album you dropped a few months ago, JVC.
Yeah.
I always love a good self-titled album,
Oh,
and I do believe the record actually is very good itself. I already told you off camera my favorite song was Green, but then obviously you have the song that you did with the duet you did, where Zach Bryan, he found your song, was like, let me get on that.
Yeah.
But one of my other favorites too, I think it's Still.
Oh,
and I do like that one too, because like you said, you're a little vulgar in some of the songs, but I do like there is a lot of rawness and vulnerability.
Yeah.
Because on Still too, I think there's one line you're just like, it's something related just killing yourself. I'm like, dude, that's real.
Yeah, it's I think the second line in the song.
Exactly.
So but thank you very much. I appreciate that.
But you've dropped a lot of songs throughout the years, and then I think you did take a gap, and then you did come back. And I just want to know, for this record, what was the process like?
Yeah, the gap wasn't really intentional. Kind of takes me a while to get stuff together sometimes. This record was written mostly in the wake of graduating from college. For me, it was a pretty tough experience. It sent me into the worst mental health spiral I've felt before. I just wasn't ready to kind of be in charge of my own life every day. I didn't feel prepared for it. Anybody had kind of trained me to do that. I guess I was just really used to kind of following marching orders at school every day, And so it sent me into a bit of a spiral, even though I knew I wanted to pursue a career as a singer-songwriter. It was just kind of felt like every day was a mystery as to how to get there and how to motivate myself to do what I needed to do. And so these songs are kind of coming from that place of self-analysis and just depression during that time and feeling like I was flung into a void.
It was a little bit unlucky too, because pretty much a year after you graduated too, it was just COVID.
Totally.
Yeah.
What's funny about it though is that I had a year before that happened, and when the lockdowns happened and everyone was like, oh my God, we're all stuck inside, I kind of looked around and I was like, I feel like I've kind of been doing this for the past year anyway. So
Ahead of the curve.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I already named some of my favorite songs, but for you, what's one of been your favorite songs to play off the record? Just for the story.
Yeah, I really like the ones that are about childhood, and the one that sticks out on the record for me, as it is now, is Smoker, is one that is really dear to me. I was really happy with how it came out when I wrote it. Yeah, trying to capture images from childhood in lyrics was kind of a new challenge for me. Enjoyed that process. There's another song on the physical record, and it'll come out on the deluxe version, called Remember Katrina, that's similar. That's kind of about childhood as well. And that was, like I said, just a new process. So I enjoy playing those ones.
And then let's talk about the features too, because you have Charlie Adams, obviously Zach Bryan. I listen to some of her music, but I've just never heard her name out. It's Gatlin, right?
Yes, Gatlin. Yeah.
And I think you've toured with Gatlin before as well, right?
Yeah, we haven't toured together. We've definitely played some shows in Nashville together and collaborated over the years. I wrote a murder ballad that was inspired by her. She hasn't killed anybody, obviously. But yeah, no, we're just very good friends, and I was so glad that worked out, because that song really, in my mind, screamed her name, and I was so glad she was down to sing it with us.
So you have those 3 features on the album, and then you've been working with some people too, for example, Annika Bennett. She helped you co-write Green.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, for this album, how did you choose who to collaborate with?
Oh wow, I think it all just kind of
It just fall into place.
Yeah, totally. And it was largely friends of mine. Which I think is fitting for the themes in the album. Like I said, I was kind of in a bit of a pit, and it felt like socially I kind of was, and things that got me through that were my very dear friendships that I could lean on them, and not just to get me out of my head, but also to help me finish some of these songs. My good friend Ethan Fortenberry, who plays electric guitar and banjo with me, finished a lot of the songs with me as well.
Just looking through doing a little bit deep diving, just looking through your Instagram and everything, it just shows a lot of the friends that you had from Nashville that you're still pretty close with now.
Yeah, absolutely. All the guys that are in the band are people I've met in Nashville. Jolton, who's opening the show tonight, is an old friend from Nashville. It's a really wonderful community.
Ethan, he goes by, I think his artist name is like Ethan's Room, right?
Yeah.
I'll gotta listen to some of his music.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. We got a song of his on the playlist in the house.
Dude, that's good. Hey, you know, whatever to help boost the streams.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Come on.
And then, you know, you did name the tour No One's Gonna Know If You Leave San Diego.
Yeah.
Very interesting tour name. So what's the meaning behind that one? What's that one about?
That's a lyric from the last song on JVC. That song's called Life. No one's gonna know if you leave San Diego. I wrote it inspired by an afternoon that was just like a particularly down in the dumps day. I was walking around downtown San Diego, kind of missed breakfast. I don't know why I was downtown. I think I had to run an errand, and maybe that's why I missed breakfast. Anyway, I was like super hungry, kept putting off eating for some reason, and kept just like wandering around aimlessly, not sure what I was doing with myself down there. And the afternoon just got progressively more aimless in like every sense of the word, I guess. And I started feeling pretty dark in the head. And then that line occurred to me, or that the concept of like, damn, I don't think like anybody, like nobody's counting on me today. I can like just hop on a train and go anywhere. And like eventually someone will notice, but how long would that take? You know, it could be a liberating thought, but like in the moment, I think it was more of like a, who am I and what am I doing kind of thought.
And, you know, obviously from this interview and then through your songs as well, you know, you're not afraid just to like, you know, belt out like how you feel emotionally and everything. Mm-hmm. And I know tour for a lot of people, you know, it's liberating. You know, you see a lot of fans, you know, playing your music.
Yeah.
You know, just to like pretty much the world. But also I know it can be like emotionally draining too. Yeah. Especially, you know, being on the road, you know, just being in one city next day and then you have to just pack up, travel to the next one.
Yeah.
So, but for you though, how has it been?
It's really my happy place. Touring it's the most structured part of my life, which I think really puts me at peace. Every day there's a routine, even though, you know, you're traveling thousands of miles and that this scenery or the setting of that routine changes, the routine stays the same. And I think that's really what I miss from school. So the first time I went on tour, I felt normal again since graduating, and that's always been something I've really clung to. And like I said, the crowds have been amazing on this leg, way better than we expected, and it's just the most fun I think I've had, really. But it's certainly been exhausting too. It's been a quick one.
At least you still got your East Coast dates later too.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Got those to look forward to.
You get a little bit break, a much well-deserved break a little bit. That's on into it.
That's right. That's what we'll, look forward to it for sure.
You know, I've interviewed some of, you know, friends that you know, and like maybe some mutuals as well. I'm really, you know, I feel like we have a good chemistry, good vibe.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, do you think we could be friends as well?
Oh yeah, 100%. Absolutely, dude.
Well, as a thing I like to do for my friends is give them gifts. So I do actually have some gifts for you.
No, what?
Yeah, you know, it's your little homecoming show.
What?
I might as well, you know, I like to impress my friends, and gift giving is one of my love languages.
Oh my God, mine too. That's extremely sweet.
Hell yeah. You know, no one really likes to have labels on their music, but when I listen to your music, I think it's like a little bit folkish.
Uh-huh.
I want to give you one of my favorite folk bands. It's Fleet Foxes.
Oh, sick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is an amazing record. I don't have this on mine. Too. That's so cool. Yeah. Thank you, Christian. That's awesome. This is one of Ethan's favorites too. He like loves this record. That's so cool, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then I have one more. I know this is another one of my favorites too. And this is my favorite record from them. And it is Bon Iver, and it's 22 Million.
I love that album so much. Good. That I don't have this one either. I think still to date, my favorite show I've ever seen was Eau Claire, the festival that Bon Iver put on in Wisconsin. And it was the summer before he released this, and he debuted the whole record front to back in the crowd. And it started raining during the set and everything. It was like so cinematic. When he played Creeks live, that was the first time I heard that song, and that it like made me tear up watching that.
No, I saw him live when he played that record too. I think he was like one of the headliners for it was like this band that used to be a band like it was in Orange County. They were called like the Growlers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like some like festival.
Yeah.
And then like he was one of the headliners.
Yeah.
And he played that and like it was raining too, and I'm like, dude, this was incredible.
It hits so hard. Christian, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Wow.
Now that we're friends too, I have a few more questions for you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, so we're going deep.
We're going a little bit deep.
A friendship zone.
I see from your outfit, you know, obviously you're working hard. You know, you got a lot of stains everywhere, you know.
I know. Okay, so full disclosure, these pants were like, you know, obviously thrifted, pre-stained, like posing as an artist kind of vibe. You know, this is not actually earned, but yeah, the shirt and the food stains on that are definitely self-earned.
Mm-hmm. And I see you got a little cut on your knuckle too. So, you know, you've been playing a little bit injured on the road. But tell me about the time you got injured. I think it was like ice skating, right?
Oh, damn. Yeah. We, this freshman year of college, a minor detail of the story that I truly don't think has to do with what happened, but it is worth noting was it was also the first night I had ever drank Everclear. I think,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think maybe I've done that one other time since then, but I don't think I've done it otherwise. I took a shot of Everclear, hit me hard, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. And not incredible, it felt kind of gnarly. And then a few hours went by, I felt totally normal. We all went ice skating, and I challenged a friend of mine to race on the rink because we were both kind of like cutting it up out there. He was a little better than me for sure, but I was just having fun. That's the last thing I remember. And then I was being escorted off of the rink, like on the shoulders of my friends. And they were like, thing I remember after that, someone telling me, hey Jack, you have to lift your feet up so you can get out of the rink. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And sorry, I don't know if we're...
No, you're good. No, you can cuss.
They sat me down and took me to the Vanderbilt hospital, and I got a couple stitches in my head. I had slipped and just completely gone face down onto the rink. That was the first time I've ever had a blackout concussion like that. It was freaky for sure, but funny ass story, and the pictures are so good. My friends kept calling me Jack and Blue after that because I just written my song Black and Blue and shared it with them, and thought that was funny.
Then they got jokes, huh?
Yeah, they got jokes. Yeah.
And you've been performing music. I think you've been dropping music for a long time. I believe since 2016, right?
Yeah.
And then, but you've been on the music grind for a while. Do you think winning first place in your talent competition, like in high school, do you think it led you to on the path? You've
done your research. That's awesome. Do I think it did what?
Do you think it helped you be on the path to become a musician yourself?
I think I would have been like dead set on it regardless. But like, I think in high school, I probably thought of myself more as like, no. Like, I really believe in myself, but I'm probably like a second place at the talent show guy because like they don't get it or something like that, like, and still, second place. It's like, how cocky do you have to be? But, I was surprised to win that year, and it was really exciting, certainly encouraging. So it's at least a little piece of like what helped keep pushing me forward for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Vivian.
Yeah, oh my gosh. So Vivian like sang on 2 of the first songs on the first record, and so many of my shows in high school certainly wouldn't have been the same, and just straight up might not have happened without her. She was a great collaborator. And
you said you were born in, was it Encinitas, right?
I was raised here, or in Encinitas. I was born in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That explains why your family's Bears fans. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about football after. But
okay.
So you were raised in Encinitas. Do you feel like ever playing back at the OGs there?
At the OGs?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you found the OGs concert? Wow. Well, it's actually owned by a dear friend's parents.
Really?
So
Yeah.
if they hit me up to do it, of course, we might be able to get a bit of a better PA system if we go to I don't know.
I think so.
The Belly Up or something, but
I don't know, a local residency at OG's, I could go crazy.
They keep giving me the OG sticks for free, and
some OG sticks, maybe a few brews, and
right. Their house-made ranch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad. And then because you said you went to school in Nashville, like Belmont, and you came back for you said 2 years back in San Diego.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think you were working a restaurant job, right?
I was, yeah. I was working at
Captain Keno or?
No, I wish I worked at Captain Keno's. I was working at Je ne Jolie in Carlsbad Village, the French restaurant. I was a back waiter.
That makes sense because you do speak French, right?
I do.
A little unknown fact that people don't really know.
Yeah. No, I haven't practiced it in a while, and I'm certainly not like completely fluent or pro, but I can pretty much get around to what I need to now.
Yeah, and you got around when you were working at Little Gourmand.
Yeah, Little Gourmand in Nashville.
You still got it?
I haven't been in a while, but my old boss, Genevieve, who's awesome, dropped by to my show in Nashville. She came to the show and she also brought some pastries from the bakery, and she knows the fruit tarts are my favorite, and she ran out of them that day, so she dropped off a bunch of other stuff and was like, tell them I'm sorry, we don't have the fruit tarts today.
Aww.
She was great. Nice. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was a great job.
And thank you for taking time to do all this. I do have one more thing.
Absolutely, yeah. No, these are fun.
I want to see if this song rings a bell to you.
I'm so scared.
Please play. You know who you did this with?
How did you? Yes, yeah.
There you are. Back in was that you playing on a uke?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think it was.
An underrated skill that people may not know.
Yeah, I still got a old Martin ukulele that I really like. Wow, that is really funny.
It's cool that you're able to know in the first few seconds.
Yeah, I kind of caught a glimpse of the album art for a second. I was like, is that? And then when I heard the ukulele, I was like, yep, that's what that is. Yeah, that was with Catherine Dean, who I met at rock camp, but right before high school. Stayed friends for a few years. I haven't talked to her in a while, but yeah.
And believe it or not, that might have been one of the first official songs that you put out.
I think it might have been the first, which is so funny. We all have pretty funny evolutions of our genres and stuff.
It's crazy to think about the same person that, sang on that song is singing the songs now,
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, totally. It's
Jack,
really funny.
Thank you for taking time to do this. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you had fun as well.
Oh, absolutely, dude, Christian. It was a blast.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Before we turn off the camera, though, we are here to do this interview for you. You said it's the last show of pretty much like the West Coast states and taking you on the East Coast. But is there anything else you'd like to plug or anything you'd like to share? The rest of the time is all you.
Oh, cool. Right on. Well, I don't have a date for you yet, but the deluxe version of JVC is coming out soon. Okay. So keep your eyes peeled, and it should be within a month, I think. The East Coast states of the same tour are coming up in September. Yeah. So from the beginning of September to the end, pretty much. We're starting in the Southeast and moving up the East Coast, shooting to Toronto and doing a few dates in the Midwest. So it'll be fun.
All right, that's a wrap.
Thanks.
Green is gonna get you like the carpet of the jungle. Green is everywhere. Green is not a quitter, you're in trouble, cause green is gonna win in the end. Green is blood red. Green is life and color. Green is death. It's a big mess.